Good morning, everybody. It's like 9:18 a.m., Tuesday, November 19th. I just had to rush out here to a cardiologist appointment because they told me it was today at 9. I have so many appointments, and so does Donna, so we're trying to juggle them, and there's only one bathroom in the house, and I have, Crohn's or ulcerative colitis, and so she's got all kinds of issues with that, and we have one bathroom. So that's always fun every day. And I have, on top of all her health issues and mine, and we're both vying for the bathroom all the time, and she's got visiting nurses, and people come and shower her and stuff because she was in the hospital again. So every time she's in the hospital, even just for her toe, we have to go through this gamut of social workers and nurses and physical therapists and all this stuff every time. And as soon as we get rid of them, she ends up in the hospital again, and it starts all over again, the home care. Because apparently I'm not good enough, it seems, to be able to, and it doesn't help me at all, really, because I end up having to do most of it anyway. They just give me more work to do with her. So... and they only come every couple of days. One day it'll be a nurse twice a week, and then it'll be a physical therapy 2 days a week, and then it's a home health aide 1 or 2 days a week, and they keep rotating, and it's just like, so this constant chaos, like Grand Central Station, from early in the morning, and they never show up on time. So you never know when they're coming. They might say 9 o'clock, and they don't show up till 11 or 2, whatever. So trying to get to church and stuff, which is important. These people don't care. They don't go to church, and trying to get other appointments and constantly reschedule them when Donna's late because somebody didn't show up, or she goes and then this is just a nightmare. It's a non-stop revolving door for years of every day, every week, health care and problems and doctor's appointments for Donna and myself. And I have another surgery coming up on the 25th to remove blood clot and filter and stuff, or whatever, filter possible blood clots in it from my aorta or wherever they put it. So that's another issue, dangerous, but I can't wait to get it out. I'm getting a lot of abdominal pain for a long time. They don't know if there's a problem with the filter or something. Meanwhile, I don't get very much sleep, and when I have to do these early morning appointments, I get up super early just so I can be somewhere on time, and it takes me a long time to get ready with all my health issues and having Donna and her health issues, so it's not easy. This is why I'm supposed to be on disability, because, you can't function like a normal person, and it would help if I had my own place and stuff, and didn't have to take care of her also and put her first all the time, and have to deal with her constant, unexpected, constant, daily, morning, right before you have to go somewhere, problems, or mine on top of it. And so sometimes we're both having serious issues. What's the point of this video? I'm exhausted. I haven't had my coffee. I'm tired. I didn't even get a chance to use the bathroom. I had to rush out the door and drive across 2 towns to get here for no reason. Just to come all the way out here again in a couple hours. Again, same thing yesterday and before that. This is my day. I have all year 2024 since March 30th, my surgery, and then all the hospitalizations for months and surgeries, and this is going to be my 3rd surgery this year alone. It's just been a nightmare, and I haven't been able to work. And I have so many appointments, and nobody wants to hire me because, 1, I can't move very fast or do much anymore. 2, they don't want to give you this much time off. I mean, there's no way I can have a job, even part-time, if I'm going to a doctor's or a physical therapist at different times every day or every other day of the week. There's just no way. Who's going to hire you like that? So I should be on disability, but yet the state makes it so hard to get on there. And my doctor is a punk, Dr. Gallicoda. He will not do the paperwork. And he says, oh, I'm not going to do that. If I do it for you, I do it for everybody. It's a lot of work. I don't feel like doing it. I'm like, you're screwing me up here. I need you to do your job. So now I got to find a new doctor. He was useless. I went to see him. Now I'm not going to see him for another 6 months. He wouldn't do the blood work I needed. He wouldn't do the scans that the hospital told me. The hospital sends me to my primary care. And the primary care is supposed to do what they order. You know, they say, oh, he needs an MRI of the lower spine. He's having trouble walking. We believe there's spinal damage down there. We need to know what's causing it. And the pain and the disability. And, oh, I'm not doing that because it's such a hassle, he says, to fight with your insurance every time I need to put in an x-ray, an MRI, whatever. I got to do, it's just too much work. And I'm like, I need this done. Too much work. This man should be he should be fired. He should be, he's lucky I don't slap a lawsuit on him or Yale for this. I might have to, because this is getting crazy. My healthcare is being very much mistreated here. And he's like, well, you have so many health issues and so much going on. And he's like, and he's the one that told me, a couple years ago that I need to go on disability. Him and others. He's not the only doctor. But then he doesn't want to do his part to help me get on it. So, and he won't even get me the blood work I need. I'm supposed to be tested every so many months for my thyroid disease. I'm on all these meds. You need to check the levels. He won't do it more than once or twice a year. He won't check the cholesterol, even though I have blood clot and cholesterol issues. He won't. He just won't do his job. Like he won't. I went to the hospital again, and they told me that I needed certain procedures ordered by my doctor, and he wouldn't do it, even though he saw that the discharge paper said that have your primary care, order these tests. He said he's not doing it. So I have to find a new doctor now. He's all the way out in Westbrook, so it takes me at least 45 minutes or to an hour to get there. The traffic every time I have to go see this man for everything. The hospitals always put everything on him as my primary care, but he doesn't want to do it. Like, he doesn't want to do anything. So I really don't have a good doctor. So I've just been so busy with all these appointments, I don't have time to be looking for a new doctor and go through all this rigmarole again and try. I gotta wait months. It took me months to get him through the network because I didn't have one in network and they needed one in network for the surgery in the hospital. I'm just so tired of this healthcare system. Basically, I've been complaining for over a year or two about this abdominal pain to the lower left of my navel, and it started hurting real bad. It's still there, and it spread to the navel, across, and now up into my heart area. And so the doctors at the hospital did a CAT scan, but we were denied contrast, so they couldn't see much. And they said we need an MRI with contrast, but the insurance won't cover it. The Husky won't allow it. And the doctor won't order it anyway, and he's saying because they won't allow it or whatever, and he's not going to bother. So I can't get the test I need. And then I went back to the GI doctors, and they said, oh, well, you already had an endoscopy a couple years ago. You don't need another one. I'm like, but I didn't have these problems before. So I'm telling you, this severe stomach and esophageal pain, and we need to, well, we're not going to do another one anytime soon. And I'm like, okay, so I'm being denied the procedures I need to catch something. Maybe there was nothing last time, but I do remember the last time they removed stuff. They did samples and biopsies, and they always remove polyps and stuff. And so I started having these pains since the last. I did a colonoscopy and an endoscopy at the same time a couple years ago. I believe it was 2018 actually was the last one. I think it was the last one, 2018. Maybe we did another one in 2021, 2022. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure, I know the one I remember was 2018. So it's not, it's due. You're supposed to do it every 5 years anyway, so especially when you're at risk of colon cancer like I am. So I don't understand why they're not doing and scheduling these things. And I got to keep fighting, and then I got to fight with the insurance, and then the doctors have to fight, and then I got to wait months. Insurance keeps rejecting it. Oh, we'll have to try again. Months go by. or they schedule it and then they cancel it on me, and then I gotta wait months again for a reschedule, or I have to cancel because Donna's in the hospital again, or I'm in the hospital again, and so I gotta reschedule, and then I gotta wait more months, and this has just been going on. And meanwhile, this problem's getting worse and worse. And I mean, the pain I live with every day is just ridiculous. In my abdomen, in my stomach, in my esophagus now, in my entire rectum, and my bowels hurt. They said I have ulcerative colitis and my possible Crohn's. And then they said I have also, they definitely know that I have diverticulosis. That was, my dad had it, my grandmother had it, it's genetic. So I have all these issues, and this is my life. And so anyway, and plus the paralysis issues and everything else that's going on in my life, you know? So I don't understand how people expect me to be able to support myself, and this has been going on for the past 20-something years, but it's gotten so much worse. I'm now 45 almost. So how am I supposed to be not on disability? I mean, I have trouble walking some days, trouble moving my legs, I'm paralysis, all kinds of problems. I mean, I can never get anywhere on time. Never get anywhere on time because I'm always running late, because I'm always sick at the last minute when trying to get to work or trying to get to an appointment.